This is the haunted paranormal history of the Stone Mansion in Wnchester, Indiana, as provided on the website. Paranormal claims at the Stone Mansion include many reports of apparitions and shadow figures throughout the mansion. One apparition seen often is said to be that of Asahel Stone himself, but his shadowy figure is known to keep good company. Asahel's wife, Lydia, is also regularly spotted lingering around the mansion as an apparition. While her figure has been seen throughout the home, many claim the main staircase is a hot spot for her misty appearance. Along with Stone and his wife, the specter of Lydia's brother is also said to linger in the house. Lydia's brother reportedly died in the second-floor room of the mansion, and his apparition has been reported on the second floor ever since. Reports from visitors and investigators suggest there's also a little girl's ghost haunting the General Asahel Stone Mansion. The little girl ghost, named Wendy, is best identified by the yellow dress she always appears in. Despite her presence around the house, no one is quite sure where Wendy's spirit came from, or if her name is even Wendy. Pairing well with all the shifting shadows and dark apparitions at the General Asahel Stone Mansion, disembodied voices and strange sounds are also regularly heard. The sound of a male voice loudly cursing is one of the more common reports of ghostly voices in the mansion. Perhaps Asahel Stone is still finding reasons to be frustrated from beyond the grave. Along with the cursing, male mumbling has similarly been heard and recorded throughout the house. Female voices have also been heard, with the voice of Lydia said to call out from the old piano room. Sounds of footsteps have been heard, mostly on the upper floors and going up and down the main staircase. Past investigations of the mansion have further noted that when they go to investigate these phantom footsteps, they get the sensation and sound of someone walking directly behind them the entire way, as if one of the mansion's ghosts are mirroring their every step. This is the haunted Stone Mansion in Wnchester, Indiana. I will be spending the night alone here inside the house, and I'm beginning my video with an outside walk-around view of the house. And that is the outside walk-around view. Now I'm going to film the inside of the house with my camera light. And I'm going to film it starting at the 3rd floor, then I'll go to the 2nd floor, then the 1st floor, and then the basement. This is the top of the stairs to the 3rd floor. This is a room. It looks like a large closet. Could have been an old bathroom. And there's old wood and a few doors stored in here. And here's a bedroom. 3rd floor bedroom. There's a ceiling fan. There's the ceiling. There's the room. Here's the closet. And another bedroom. Upstairs bedroom or upstairs living room or something. There's a tripod with a telescope for people to look out the window. Goes right through here. Like a lot of these old houses, there's the doors open from room to closet to room. There's a little rock or something. Here's another room with a closet. That looks like that's a fuse box, breaker box. And I guess that's it for the 3rd floor. That's all there is to the 3rd floor. Ceiling light. Now to film the 2nd floor. Come on, camera. Focus. There we go. With multiple depth, it makes the camera sometimes hard to autofocus. There's an old fireplace.
Here's an old bathroom was there. The door is shut. It's no longer functionable. The door is fastened shut. There's sort of the drywall and old drywall, and insulation fell off of the woodwork from water damage over the years. So that's just a wall space there. And that's a bathtub in the bathroom on the other side of the wall. And this is that bathroom. And there's that bathtub. The bathroom's no longer functioning at this time. It's let's see. Cabinets. Old cabinets. Another room. Repairs underway. That's that old bathroom, that bathroom I was just in. All heating in it. But they're not hooked up anymore because they got the basement furnace heater. There's another little fireplace and a big mirror. Old sink. Bits of insulation paper, wallpaper in there. There's more of that old paper. Ceiling light. And a closet. Space under the stairs. Some wall space. Another room with an old fireplace in it. Ceiling light. And a closet. Let's see here. Ceiling light. There's the other stairwell. More rooms on the second floor, a little bit bigger. Go around here. Oh, this goes to the stairwell there. I come up and there's that right there. Goes around. Another mirror. And in this room, another closet. Yeah, I've been here already. Already been in this room. Another mirror. Right. Well, we just loop back around to each other. There's that tub and that wall space again. Yeah. So I've been there. Little closet here. And I just been there and over to here. Make sure I got every room in right sequence here. Yeah, I got that. Just been there, got all that. Got this one. Yep, that's all that. Got this. All right. There's the stairs I came up. Okay. This is the first floor. Turn this light on. Here's all my camping gear. This is the first floor. Starting out with this room with extra power strips to plug your stuff in. There's the ceiling with the piping and the wiring. Very old original electrical insulators with old original wiring attached from when the house was first built. along with some newer wiring and conduits. Yeah. This is all my camping gear I always bring with me. My computer, clothes, sleeping bag and cot, all my camping gear. And on with the rest of the first floor. Yeah, the furnace keeps the first floor the warmest spot in the house. Another old fireplace. High ceilings on the first floor. Ceiling fan. Chairs and couches. High door frame. Mirror on the door, anything? Nope. Another heating unit that they don't use anymore since they got the furnace. High ceiling light. The other stairs that go up to the third floor. This is the other stairway up to the third floor. A focus camera. Yep, that's the other stairway. Back down. The couch. No, north side double door. Big mirror. And oh, the big mirror in this room where I just been. Forgot to notate that. I gotta turn the ceiling fan off. I should turn it off. Couch. This other room here. High ceiling and a ceiling light and another big mirror and a piano. Encyclopedia books and a few other books. A book cabinet. Chairs. Tall windows. Another fireplace, old fireplace. Dolls that people leave. Old lamps. That's what the piano looks like inside. The teddy bear doll somebody left. Another huge big mirror. An old fireplace, couches, table, chairs. Another heating unit that's not used. And the ceiling fan's off now. I've just been in here. This is another room here. That's the stairs. I went up to the third floor. Went to the second floor and went up to the second floor earlier and filmed already. Here's another room, a bedroom. With various furniture and window items and other material. Undergoing repair, and there's an old door, a door that's not being used, a doorway that's not being used. Here's another closet. Over top the furnace in the basement. In here. What's in here? Just a space under the stairs. Not much to it. So I went here, and I went here, and I went here, I recorded, went here, filmed all this. I filmed this. Yeah, the ceiling fan's off now. There's a big mirror, couches, table, windows, old fireplace. Yeah, I went here. So, and I went here. I went here. Yeah. So, that done. Yeah, 'cause I went there. That's all done. Now over to here. Now I film the kitchen. Microwave, refrigerator, coffee maker, sink, chair, a scaffolding set, the ceiling's under repair, storage rooms that are off limits and just for equipment and tool storage. There's the entrance. Everybody comes in and out of. And this is the functioning first floor bathroom with a sink and toilet, both with running water. And a mirror. Now it's time to go to the basement. That's the stairs most of the people use to go to the basement. Plastic piping. And this is the basement. Lower ceiling. And the table. There's piping. There's the furnace in this room here. It's a large closet. Basement door is right here. The furnace is in this closet. Behind these loose doors, keep up against it. I do feel some heat coming from the first floor. The basement's the coldest part right now because of the cold weather that recently occurred here in much of the central United States a few weeks ago. Basement windows, it's the half basement. Half the height of the basement is below ground. That's why it's the coldest part of the house, with a cold ground outside. And there are 4 beds. That's a sheet I put on it, one of my sheets I put on it. For tonight, that is. 4 beds with 4 mattresses. Another one of those electrical heating units. Here's a small room without a window, without any windows. A chair without a back to it, and another chair, and 2 broken chairs without backs, and a full chair right there. A ball somebody put in here. And this is a crawl space under part of the house that's been blocked off. It's a small crawl space, doesn't extend very far, and it's very shallow. That's about all there is to see there. Got some carpeting in this room. There's basement windows. 3 chairs. And back to this room. And this is another short stairwell down into the basement. Back up with all my camping gear. Now I go back down it. And this is a full explorer. And there's a bat in here. Yeah, a bat in here. And that's a full explorer of the basement. Okay. Yeah, I have to let them know there's a bat in here. The bats are getting in. They need to seal it up. It's winter time yet. I'm sure there'll be more bats in the summer. There he is. Hello, bat. I see you. Little guy. Yeah, he's sitting there. That's where he landed. Okay, you can sleep there. I ain't gonna bother you anymore. Pile of bricks. And then back up these stairs. This stairwell. Back to the entryway, the kitchen, the first floor bathroom, and the main room with most of the electrical outlets and power strips, extra power strips. And that's a full explorer, inside and out, of the Stone Mansion here in Wnchester, Indiana. I explored all floors of the house. The 3rd floor, the 2nd floor, the 1st floor, and the basement. And I spent a couple hours in the 1st floor equipment room, and I spent most of my time in the basement. And I spent the night without any lights on in the house, and no lights of my own on, other than recording, filming the inside of the house. And I had a very enjoyable, peaceful night here at the Stone Mansion in Wnchester, Indiana. And I didn't
experience any paranormal activity, and I enjoyed my overnight stay very much.